these churches many years ago for our elementary and secondary education. St. John's Anglican Church along with the Westdale Methodist Church. Fishing day is on Saturday. All of the local fishermen head out to the Atlantic side to fish. Harvesting the crab for crab and rice. This was another tradition that was done here many years ago. The dish of both Virgin Islands today is fish and poultry. If you are building a home here and you want it sand from the beach, you have to be loaded into bags and transported onto the back of the donkey. This illustration here is showing you how the rum is made, aged, processed, and stored in these brown oak cans, which will give the rum a brown caramel color. To remain crystal clear like moonshine, the rum is left in the Jimmy John. We have the heritage, the bambuche, the heritage dancers, followed by the Fuji band music, that is the local folk music of the island. Then we have an oven full of bread. This is how we used to do the majority of the baking here many years ago here on the island. We use the clay oven to bake the bread. Market day is on Saturday. All of the local farmers who are active in agriculture bring their fresh local produce out in the market square to be sold. We have the baking of the traditional bread of the island, bang bang or cassava bread. Once the cassava is grated, it is washed, then dried in white towels which will remove the starch, and the starch will be then used for the ironing of the clothes, and the remaining portion of the cassava is baked over a sheet metal over some firewood. Watering of the cattle. Before these animals could be shipped off to the different islands or slaughtered for food, they have to be fed water, then they go into the cattle dip, which will rid the animal bodies of any grave parasites. Next, you have the farmer to go up into these mountainous regions to cultivate the land by hand. Everything was done manually by hand because of these mountainous regions. Then we have enjoying a donkey ride. Prior to the 1916, we only had about 8 miles of paved road here on the island. So to get around from point A to point B, we have to utilize the donkey, the horse, and the mule. Feeding of the chickens, the same process. We had to go from here to the eastern end of the island at Mr. Fred Chicken Farm to get eggs, chicken. And today we have 2 processing plants here in Giuseppe, which supplies 50% of the chicken that is consumed here on the island. Mr. Bobby Farrington Freeman was very generous when he gave up this land for this mural to be built. So we have that Northeast Atlantic